What's up guys, it's your boy Jello, and today for the first time I'm going to be talking negatively about an anime, and a long-running anime at that, and manga. Come at me haters, I'm so not ready. Probably already know from the title, but the anime is Fairy Tail. Yeah, I'm gonna badmouth Fairy Tail. How original. So I already know just by bringing up this discussion, 40% of the people will be like, what the f***? How dare you talk shit about Fairy Tail? Fairy Tail is life, get off One Piece's dick. I mean, I didn't even mention another series, but you know, fanboys like to put words in your mouth. Like I just did now. And the other 40% of people will be like, do you really need to make a video about this? I thought everyone knew it was a pile of shit in the first place. These personalities I'm imitating are usually the type of people that say this kind of stuff. And the rest of the people will be like, oi twat, stop making stupid videos about stupid Chinese cartoons. Anyway, to the video. Actually, before starting with the bad, let's start off with the good. You know, I need some kind of justification, some kind of reasoning for myself on why I decided to watch all of this mess of a series. The OST, the soundtrack of the anime, is actually really good, in my opinion. That Fairy Tail theme song that comes on in every battle, or just at any serious moment, really gets me hyper. It reverts me back to my childhood self when I was high on sugar and just overdosed with Mountain Dew. My childhood also consisted of watching a lot of Power Rangers. I don't know why I needed to tell you that. And I hate to admit, but some of the parts in the anime did make me kind of emotional. Like the Erza arc. Boy, mate, that got me, and it really didn't help when they were abusing the crap out of that sad music. To be honest, that sad music would make anything sad. I've run out of Doritos. Buy me some before I die. Another good thing is I like the art and design of the characters. The guys look pretty cool and the girls look hot. Yeah, I'm that simple. And of course, the biggest reason of them all, Ploo. He's a carrot-nosed dog, don't you know? Now to the main video, the bad. I'll kick it off with the biggest reason I'm pretty sure everyone has a problem with, and it is the ridiculous power-ups. Now you must be thinking, oi, Jello, all shonen have ridiculous power-ups. Number one, no they don't, and number two, Fairy Tail is the worst culprit when it comes to that. But it's true, every time the heroes encounter an enemy that's way overpowering, way above them, and they'd suddenly have a growth spurt in terms of power. Your power, he's too powerful. I cannot defeat him. You suck. You would need an equal amount of training to take me on. Haha. Defeat him. Your mum smells him. Your Naka must suck dick. Don't talk about my Nakama! And then he beats the guy. Oh, there's a bit of a storm. Guess you're gonna have to listen to this. There's a running meme in the anime community called Nakama Power. It's a popular meme because a lot of shonen anime like to do this, but Fairy Tail is, without a doubt, the biggest culprit. There's been a scene where the main character had depleted of all of his power, he couldn't even move. But just because the bad guy said something a bit mean, he suddenly just got reinvigorated and beat the shit into him. He went full Super Saiyan SJW mode and just wrecked. It tries to justify itself because the main character and other characters have a power called Dragon Rage, where the angrier they get, the more powerful they get. This Hulk-like power is quite convenient, isn't it? Anyway, next, Copouts. This is slightly similar to what I said earlier, but this is more focused on the enemies. Whenever an enemy is introduced as an almighty beast, a god, a titan, you'd expect the characters to come up with an unorthodox strategy to beat him, or require some training beforehand, right? Or heck, even introduce the enemy, but not make them fight until much later on, like the many fights of Hunter x Hunter. Nope, none of that. Nakama Power back at it again, beating the crap out of the enemies. That goes against your own show's logical power scaling. This is really heavily referencing what happened in the recent chapters, and I'm trying really hard not to spoil it. Anyway, the final bit is fanservice. Oh boy, Jello back at it again, talking about fanservice. But I'll keep it short. A cool guy called Mighty Pie commented on my video about fanservice, and he mentioned Fairy Tail, and I had to agree on what he said. Now, like I said in that video, I have no problem with fanservice. It's a good thing. What is there to hate? But it's really dependent on how it's executed, like I said earlier. But this show, and even manga, really likes to rip their characters' clothes off in a serious arc or moment. And no, not even that super sad OST that they'd like to abuse the crap out of will make me sad. I mean, what's there to be sad about with boobs flopping about? And yes, I'm also calling out the author. You are a pushover. I'm sorry, but you are. Kind of based off your decision of how the plot is gonna go, based on how the audience reacts. Grow some balls, man. It's okay to get hate sometimes. Like the hate I might get from this video. I'd complain that they never kill off a character, but I can't really say that anymore due to what happened. And I'm not saying, you know, an anime is bad just because they don't kill off someone. But, you know, when you put them in so much pain and danger, and just show them getting stabbed continuously, getting, just beaten so hard that there's no way they can come back, and then they bring them back, it's a bit different. But regardless, Fairy Tail is a not so good anime in my opinion. It's bad, overweight, it's good. My next video is going to be talking more in depth or more general about the shonen as a whole. So shut up, Nolan. Don't use shonen as an excuse. Anyway, I really didn't want to make a negative video. But I really wanted to rant about this, especially after reading that chapter. If you read the manga, you know what I'm talking about. And if you like Fairy Tail, then I still respect you, just in an entirely different way. Anyway, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want it, and see ya. Even though I'm complaining, I'm still gonna read it. I'm half the problem.